Fuck my
man.
tits.
That's always amazing.
I don't know. You pop a mento into a soda. That get distance on you, man. That'd eat you.
Pop or what?
Papa
Mentos?
Mentos. Yeah.
You said mento.
Mento. Papa Mento.
Mentos.
One. Mento.
That's not
They're
how
called
it works.
fucking Mentos.
One
The name
Mento.
is singular. No. That only works if the base name was Mento to begin with. The candy is called Mentos.
No, it's not.
The S is on there because there's many.
Who told you that?
Because
Did the
there's
creator of
many.
Mentos tell you that? Because I don't think he did.
Yeah, I'll just take a whole
I'll
ass
take-
pack of Mento.
I'll take one Mentos. That doesn't make sense.
Oh,
That's
One
what it
Mentos.
I'll
is.
take one of your Mentos. This is,
I'll
I mean,
take
is this
one-
how you say
Yeah,
it?
because it's plural.
But you don't say Mento. Mento is not a proper word.
I'll take one Mentos. Does not sound proper at
It
all.
sounds more proper than one Mento.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not my fault. You don't know how to speak decent English, alright? It's not my fault you were raised by
I bet you're the
fucking
type
apes.
of guy that thinks it's Reese's Pieces instead
I
of
was-
Reese's Pieces.
I was literally about to use that example.
Disgusting.
I swear to God.
Yikes, that's
I
gross.
swear to God.
Oh, I just googled it, and like on the page they even fucking say that the singular version is with the S. So I guess I'm just fucking wrong
Piece of
forever.
idiot. What do you call a singular Mentos? Exactly, it's Mentos, right? Exactly, it's a brand name, right? Because Nathan thinks a singular Mentos is called a Mento. He's apparently very sure about this his whole life. And then he just Googled it, and Google did not like his answer.
And as for the pieces comment, I really don't know how to pronounce the name, so I try not to as much as possible.
How would you say it?
Just say it casually right now.
I would say Reese's.
Can I
That's how
get a
I've always
bag
said it.
of pieces, please? Thank you.
Wait a minute.
A bag of pieces.
You can't just make up a word.
So when I was growing up, I used to call them Reese's
Reese's?
Pieces because
Oh, you're disgusting.
That's 10 times worse than what we originally
Wait,
were
what did
talking
you call
about.
them?
Reese's Pieces.
I told them that
Worthless
because I
Okay,
was
I
a
think
kid and I could barely understand how to pronounce words. It
You're
just
one of those
stuck,
kids that
alright?
if your parents gave you candy, they were really skeptical about you having it. It was like, I don't know if he's earned the right to have this candy. He can't even say it right. Man, Halloween must have just been a trip for you. Any Reese's Pieces?
Liz, please try and change your name to that. She just rolls over to me and she's like, you know how I send suggestions for names to myself? And she shows me her phone and she has Reese's Pieces, but Pieces is spelled like Peeseees.
Disgusting.
Nathan's singular version. Can you hand me a Reese? Can you hand me a Reese?
Reese.
Can you hand me a piece of Reese?
Can you hand me a whole Reese,
No,
ma'am?
no, because remember he doesn't say the actual candy. He would ask for a
I
fucking.
just-
He'd
I
ask
just
for a
asked for a
piece.
bag of pieces.
Piece.
You have a piece, please?
A
Piece,
single
ma'am.
piece.
Got some spare PCs? I don't
Alright, how do you
understand.
pronounce the manufacturer's name who makes the little filled eggs?
The little
Wait, Kinder?
Cadbury? Cadbury?
Yeah, that one.
Cadbury. You mean Cadbury?
Only
Thank you,
reason
Lord
I know
Brad.
this is because I went to England
I don't think I
and
trust.
they
Did you kill
fucking
Dr. Thunder?
yelled at me for calling it a Cadbury.
God, these Twitch
They
drones are
relentlessly made fun of me for it.
Dr.
So I
Pepper
had to
Man, why?
pronounce it Codberry, which is arguably just as worse. Just fucking yeah, just one six piece.
What? You couldn't even hit him at point blank range. You're worthless.
I don't even know how she hit him. She was like mid-turn.
These soda people are very strong.
RC Cola brand.
Oh,
Okay, so
God.
RC Cola. So they're off brand, but
RC
also
is
on
the
brand.
worst.
I just
RC
realized all their
Cola
names.
is low key very good.
Damn, I
At
love
me
RC.
Next time. Yeah, see, Fake Nick gets it.
RC is
No.
good if you're fucking broke.
You're fucking broke. You need a roommate.
We have local
Listen here, I
grocery
live with my
store-
mom and dad.
We have local grocery store brands that are like great, but RC is fucking
Fake Nick,
RC
I'm
really
surprised Nathan's
upsets
even
me.
talking to you since you cook your own food.
Yeah, no kidding.
Honestly.
Probably
I'm
talks to the
blessing
cops
you.
too.
Wait, no, wait,
You
I
call the
said-
police on black people in the park.
Damn it, I can't
That's
put
so
that in the video.
rude.
I can actually
Relevant to
doing
me.
that.
Do you see them with the barbecue out and you just get mad?
What?
Yeah, my name is Nathan. I'm at the park and there's an African American man setting up a bomb. I was sitting on my picnic blanket, minding my own business, having some Reese's Pieces.
And a mento.
Enjoying one Mento with my RC Cola.
In what appears to be a ghetto park area.
There's a single black man over in the corner setting up a bomb wearing a chef's hat. I didn't know I was in the ghetto.
There's a whole episode of The Simpsons where Bart sees a mirage and it's like this like vending machine. He gets all excited and he gets up to it and
Oh,
it
yeah, it's
changes
RC
brands
Cola.
to RC Cola. And he's like, oh god. Not
That's
even
relatable. I mean,
right? Ah, so
It's
bad.
like that other episode when Homer's in New York and the guy's like,
people who drink Aquafina water.
the guy's like, we have crab juice or Mountain Dew, and Homer's like, ugh, take the crab juice. Here, I'll give her a ring a ding dang.
Got her.
Wall injured.
Alright, these people aren't soda people, so we
That
have a
goes where my
chance.
ping is.
You stole my fucking kill. Yeah, you deserve that.
Oh, she's. How did she know where I was behind the fucking bed while laying down? I call hacks. I was cleaning up a kill, Fake Nick. Sorry.
That goes okay.
Yeah, that's
Resume
what I
securing the container
Yep.
once the threat is neutralized.
Oh.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds.
Got it.
Four last operator standing.
Behind the.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
He's down.
Alright, BM him. No!
Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
Nice.
Me and Nick actually did it.
Nice. This is pure.
Op 4
Okay,
Oh,
securing the
dude, that was
container.
nice.
Hold on, container.
Protect the biohazard container.
Where?
Biohazard container securing pods. Mission successful.
Don't watch this. Everyone close your eyes right now. Close your eyes.
Wow.
He says as he's drinking coffee with Splenda in it.
Ew.
I can't
10
fathom.
seconds to
Like,
insertion.
Well,
I don't really have a choice.
he's diabetic, so.
I'm sorry.
5 seconds to insertion.
I'm sorry, God, just fight.
This is literally why I love Lysander.
Am I gay or just curious if I have feelings for Lysander?
Oh,
God, I can hear them like all around me.
It's like
the
Friendly
hallway.
operator remaining.
wait. Okay, he downed one. No, he killed him. They're gonna come running. Just to...
Op 4 is securing the
Oh,
biohazard
no.
container.
You got this.
That's it. Wait. Let us win. I'm a minority. What are you a minority? What minority? Do you guys like RC Cola? It's okay. It's you're still not at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah, you're right.
Liz has a kill and is actually like 2 spots behind you, so I mean, pretty good.
Fuck off.
Alright, see you later, Liz. Nick, are you ready to carry this team to victory?
Yes.
Why did I think you were just going to jump off the cliff?
I was gonna say just swan dive.
Swan dive right into that beautiful ocean.
Oh.
You did not even kill him.
No.
I don't understand how none of those hit him.
That's a good question. I would love.
I mean, she literally was sitting in the window. I don't understand either, honestly.
I don't know why you didn't just line up her head or something and just like do a headshot. Oh god, they're just gonna swarm you. They don't care. All right, so you have a few options here. Kill
None of them are
yourself.
good.
I mean, you could win the game. That's also an option. There you go. There she can't kill me. I have boobs. There's a head. There's a hat. I saw it. smoke him out.
Wait.
15 seconds remaining.
Wait, you only have 15 seconds. They're detected outside. They're coming for you.
10 seconds.
Cap's coming for you. What in the spraying hip fire?
Whoa!
I have never
There's too
seen
much pressure.
such bad aim.
Too much pressure.
That
Take
flash was my
ability?
soul leaving my body.
Babe, what's our zip code?
Instead of censoring it, you should flash it on the screen as a
Locate
censor.
Yikers.
On Nick's pizza profile, his old apartment was called the Fuck House.
And they fucking went in and changed it recently to the Love Hut.
Wait,
I hate
what?
that.
Because they don't want the word fuck saved on their servers or something? I don't know. Fucking
That's
dominoes.
homophobic.
Jewish killers over here.
That's my password for my pizza profile. Want my
on that.
points?
I had the created delivery profile for Jimmy John's, and I think I made my password fuck Jimmy John's.
Was that while you were working for Jimmy Jones?
Yeah, actually.
Disgusting.
When were you working
Company
for Jimmy
betrayal.
John's?
For like 2
What is
months
Jimmy
in
John's?
2015.
Nathan, how do you not remember things about your friends?
I don't remember that.
You
What's
don't
the
remember
Jimmy
Also,
John's?
2015 was a tumultuous year for Nathan. Thank you.
15.
Oh, what
I
year?
love Fake Nick, so I remember
Tumultuous.
details about his life. You clearly don't love Fake Nick.
I was in the middle of a very abusive relationship for like half or more of the year.
Protect the
Yeah,
Yeah, you
biohazard
also
container.
banged behind stage.
That was not 2015.
I'm calling police. I didn't need to know that.
Wait,
Class A.
Lysander hasn't heard the story about how they figured out you were
God.
having sex behind the drum
You
stage
haven't
because
heard
they found
this
your semen.
story?
No.
Located the
Wait.
biohazard
There's-
All
I
right.
don't like
You
it.
made Lysander throw up in his mouth.
So, where I went to
Second
school,
insertion.
there was. Fake Nick record this. I don't care if this goes.
Well, basically.
Biohazard container.
You recording?
Basically, I suck pee behind bleachers.
No. So we had this cafegimatorium at my school, right?
What?
A cafegimatorium. It was a stadium, an auditorium. It was a military base. The military really doesn't have any money for their fucking dependents. Oh fuck. Anyway, we were there was a cafegimatorium, right?
Please
And
stop
that
calling
year we
it
were
that.
putting on fucking
Yeah, just
Fiddler
say
on the Roof. Alright, I was Perchik in Fiddler on the Roof. Those of you who don't know, he's the love interest of one of the youngest daughters, but he's a Russian. Alright, not relevant to the story. Anyway,
Russian
My
was
girlfriend
a
and I-
downvote.
what?
Was Russian being Russian a downvote?
Yeah, have you not seen Fiddler on the Roof? Anyway, I digress. Anyway, my girlfriend and I go to do our shows. The day of the show, we were doing a matinee at 10 a.m. Saturday. Bless you.
Bless you.
And
That
we
was a
get there,
sneeze?
and we're the first ones there. All right, not a big problem. I'll start setting up all the stuff that I need to do, and I'll go get in costume and get my makeup on. No big deal. Well, I get
I broke
everything
the door
on,
over here.
and my director calls me and says, "Hey, can you check outside and see what the roads are like?" And I was like, "All right, fine." So I look outside, and they're completely covered in snow. It was not supposed to snow that day, but it got so bad that it became blizzard conditions and that they had to cancel the first show of the day. And so my girlfriend and I were like, "All right, I guess we're stuck here, kind of inside because our parents aren't going to be coming around to pick us up with the roads being as bad as they are, and I'm sure my parents are back home." So we go backstage and like, let's just take a nap, all right? And in teen lingo,
The stories has a lot of noises. I don't like it.
Let's go take a nap.
all right, fucking bucks in that room I was just in. Anyway, so we go backstage and we start fooling around instead of taking a nap, right?
Yeah, ask kids.
And anyway, fast forward a bit, we ended up deciding to have sex for the first time backstage. All right, so I lose my
Alright,
virginity backstage.
Degenerates, got it.
What?
Degenerates, got it.
Got it. All right.
Was it her
It's our-
virginity too?
Yeah, it was her virginity too. And so we're like, all right, cool, this is exciting and fun. How are we gonna have more of it? because we're not going to be presented opportunities like this, you know? Not often. Right there. And so we're like, you know what? Let's find 3 places around base where next to nobody goes, and we'll call those our tomfoolery spots.
I wish you would have said that.
Oh god, get out of there, Lysander!
It's fine.
So one of the spots was the dog park on base. It was a very, very big dog park in the woods, and a lot of woods too.
Big dark park.
Big dark park. Big dog park in the middle of the woods.
Got it.
So we go in, we go to the very back, have sex there. The second place,
Got it.
15 seconds.
second place was the fucking encyclopedia section of the library. Because no one and their fucking brother would go there.
Oh fuck, it's up to you, Liz.
Oh god, I've lost track of time. And
Designing my pizza.
Listen,
And
Go to him, you idiot!
Biohazard container.
I'm sorry.
and then the last place was the room that we lost our virginity in, the backstage room of the Cafe Gymatorium. Anyway, we start using that pretty much every Tuesday for like a few months. And then it becomes clear to me after we walk into another couple coming from backstage right before lunch that we're not the only ones using it. And it turns out like 7 other couples have been using the backstage for sex.
Oh, disgusting.
And so we all kind of like sat down one day and like made a schedule of sorts. So we all reported to each other. And so it was like Tuesday or whatever. Tuesday rolls around, and we go to have
What the
sex.
poor do in their spare time?
And I, you know, we go about it. You know, I use a condom and I throw it out. And
Throw it where? Just on
apparently,
the floor?
apparently one of the couple, there's a trash can backstage, and apparently one of the couples that came in off.
the
off
janitor
their
would come
time.
along at the end of the night thinking nothing of a trash can filled with used condom.
I mean, if you were a
Anyway.
high school janitor,
So,
would you fuck at that
Sometime a
point?
few days pass, and then I get called
Like-
into the principal's
You need
office.
to locate the
The
biohazard
The principal's
container.
like, hey, so we heard through rumors that you and your girlfriend were using the backstage for, you know, sex activities.
Felicia.
He used a very fancy word for sex, and it wasn't coitus. Anyway, and I'm like, okay, but how did you find out?
Bumping
And he's like,
uglies.
well, someone left a mess backstage, and it was found by one of the teachers who followed you guys back there because she was just trying to be nosy. I'm like, that sounds like a violation of my privacy rights, but whatever. And
You're doing it on school property.
They're in the same room.
Good work. The
Um,
biohazard container has been located.
and I was like, all right, fine.
Biohazard container located.
But who
Proceed to
told
its
you? And he's
location.
like, I'm not allowed to include that information. And so I went to all 6 of the couples that I knew were using it, because I knew I didn't leave a fucking mess, right? I keep things clean, and I'm considerate.
You're a very light comer.
You know what? I don't need this discussion right now.
So you're not done
I'm-
yet.
Perfectly fine.
Adequate is the word he would use.
My jisms happen to be
It's not
quite
about how
adequate.
much, it's about what your ratio is.
Ratio
Anyway.
of what?
What?
It's not how much of it there is, it's about how much of it there is, basically, is what you just said.
How
Yep.
many? Anyway, we're losing. I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so I go and I start talking, and apparently one of the couples went there when it wasn't their fucking turn, and the guy didn't bring a condom, so instead of like us not having sex or like having a towel or something ready, he tries to fucking have sex and then make it to the goddamn like trash can. And instead of like making it to the trash can, just jizzes everywhere backstage. And I fucking mean everywhere. This is one of the guys you hear like gallon chunk, like he like shoots just a gallon of jizz everywhere.
Oh god, how did them kids get jizz on the ceiling?
Basically, as what he described it was like everywhere. And I'm like, so you just didn't clean it up? He's like, no, I was so embarrassed, and my girlfriend didn't notice that I just didn't clean it up. I'm like, are you kidding?
Oof.
And so I got pinned, And like I got called back to the principal's office a few days later. He's like, listen, I'll let this whole thing slide if you promise not to use the backstage for sex anymore. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. We'll find somewhere else. But,
I'll find a different school, a different backstage.
It's alright, whoever's John.
so
Liz, you just shot
like
me
a few
for
days
sure.
later, I get a
Yeah,
call.
there was
I'm like coming home from school with my
it
mom.
was actually an
My mom's like, so Nathan,
Fuck's
what have,
sakes.
what have you and Phoebe been up to lately? And I'm like, oh shit. She's like, I know. I'm like, that fucking bitch. The principal called my mom and told her the day of and just fucking lied to me straight up. Anyway,
Part of the whole problem there.
my parents got called and talked to, but Phoebe's parents didn't. So like Phoebe's parents never knew about this. So the next story.
Oh, Lord. How many of these do you have? Where were your parents?
Are you gonna tell Lysander about how you and your girlfriend gave each other enemas?
Wait a minute, no! I don't want it. I don't want it.
This is a YouTube channel on its own. The Adventures of Nathan and his fucking wild youth.
This explains why you haven't had sex in 6 years, because you got it all out of the way.
I know, that's what I've been like thinking to myself. Like, I had too many sexual adventures way too young. I have nothing to live for now.
That's dark, but also accurate.
So, at the time, Phoebe and I were just, this was a few months into us having sex, and we were like, all right, so how can we, explore sex and, find what we like? And my girlfriend's like, how about we try anal? And I'm like, all right, but she says only if you do anal too. And I'm like, okay.
Spicy.
She's gonna peg you or something?
Yeah,
Wait.
that's exactly it.
It gets better.
Oh no, it gets better. If you thought this was the end of the journey, you were very wrong.
It is
I
the
want the
beginning.
journey to go straight off a cliff.
Anyway, so I'm like, all right, fine. I'll take that wager, because at the time, anal was something I was very interested in trying. Right? I'd only ever seen it in porn videos.
Gross.
As opposed to witnessing it in real life.
Yes. I mean, I'm sorry that I didn't have an abusive uncle. But we do our proper due diligence in finding out ways, what all goes into having anal sex. Proper anal sex with
Awesome, you
like.
think, Nick?
No belief in a god, that's one.
Let me finish, alright? I was trying to fucking get this gross Chungus guy. And like how do we have it so that our anal lining doesn't tear? How do we do it so that our rectum doesn't tear? Stuff like that, right? Being as safe as possible. And so we're like, okay, enemas, that'll clean our asshole, right? So we won't get an STI or anything like that. And so we find a weekend where we would be at one of each other's houses, and it just so happened to work out that my parents were going up to Ramstein for the weekend. Ramstein was a military base like 3 hours north of me.
I wasn't the only
Go
one.
to have sex in the shower, and they're like, "How about we try the anal stuff?" And so like, okay, fine. And so I said, "I'll stay here. I'll go get the enemas, and then we'll just clean our assholes in the shower." Makes sense,
Okay.
right? And so we help each other clean each other out with enemas, like the whole process, right? Getting the water up in there and basically shitting it out. We do this a few times.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm like, I didn't know what to expect, like at all.
You were in for a surprise.
Oh, it was so fucking gross.
I didn't know what to expect.
It was like,
What did you think was gonna happen?
I thought it would be like, just like putting water up my butt and it just shoots out and it's slightly poopy. I wasn't expecting whole ass logs to come out. Oh man.
Why?
Actually calling the police.
And it gets worse. Like,
Oh,
'cause I was.
Alright, let me just get the phone ready here. I'm just gonna call.
Because I was very active, so I was like working out.
I never heard
I
these
was
fucking
very
details of the
active.
story.
I've
You guys
never
just
heard
shit
them.
full fucking turds in
I've
your
never
shower.
heard
I'm
that
so
part either.
No. So
Oh, you literally just said entire logs.
You're right. So I was able
That's
to
not
pinch
what
one
you
off
were
before it got too
encouraged.
big. So like, half
What?
came out in the shower.
Quote. Please make that the title of whichever video this goes
What did
into.
he
I think I'm
say?
gonna make it
Quote,
one
I was
whole
able to
video.
pinch one off before it got too big.
So I
Please
can't
stop.
do this.
This is gonna
And
be
you
one whole
insist you're
video.
better than me? Is this what?
Cause I
I'm
say,
sorry.
cause my ass is like a guillotine. I can cut off fucking. Anyway.
Not the point.
Your asshole cut off Marie Antoinette's head.
Anyway, so half a turd just drops into the shower. And my girlfriend's like freaking out, trying not to throw up. And I'm like, oh, you're next.
You said that to her.
Yeah, but like, let me get
This
let me get
is
the toilet
spiraling
business.
wildly out of control.
This has gone in 3 different directions I didn't expect.
These are like the things that I don't tell people because it's so fucking funny to me.
I'm
You're
so
telling
happy.
YouTube right now.
Just adding to the foreplay at that point.
Yeah, man. Oh god, and the noises that
There's like
came.
there's like shit
after-
coming
you
in
know,
your
like-
guys' ass. You can like hear it splattering on the shower.
Oh,
She's
man.
gagging on her own spit. And you're like, all right,
You know
now
that-
we're ready to
You know
fuck.
that scene? You know that scene? Basically, you know that scene in fucking I hope they serve fear in hell, where he's like, he has like anal sex with his ex-girlfriend, and he uses way too much lube. It was basically that scene almost.
10 seconds remaining.
God. And so I'll give her props though, even after all that, right? Of hearing us shit the most loudest shits ever. And the grossest sounding shits ever. Like no shit I've ever had in my life has sounded as gross as that had, right? We still got through it.
Right. Yep.
It was one of those memories where
And
I'm
after
like,
that whole ordeal, you found out you don't like anal sags.
I did not, and I still kind of don't. Like we started with the anal, the thingies. What are they called? Oh god, there's another person in that window. There's 2 people in that room. I just died 3.
What do you mean still don't? You haven't had anything in 6 years.
I have a butt plug,
Oh.
ma'am,
Okay.
and I enjoy that. But like
Got so
when
many
it's
problems
when
going
it's super forceful, like when the doctor put her finger in my asshole, to see if I had fucking ass cancer, that was not fun. At all.
They're not doing it for you to have fun.
No, but I didn't think it would hurt that
It's fun
bad.
for the-
Though I do enjoy some light pegging, just not as much as you would think.
I don't know if anyone-
Kombucha,
Alright, that's
like to
going in the
know-
video.